Oh my goodness. What? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it'd be really fun to dip into some PIxi makeup. PIxi is a brand that I'm not super familiar with as far as makeup goes, just because I don't have a Target near me. So many of you guys, every single time I say that I don't have Target near me, you're like, where do you live? I do kind of live out in the boondocks a little bit. Fingers crossed a Target comes near us, because that would make my whole entire life. So Target, if you're watching, please bring a store to my hometown. But anyways, I've recently received quite a few products from PIxi. I actually attended a dinner that they had. They came to Utah, and a lot of makeup brands don't do that. So I went to this dinner. They had some new products that they showcased, and then they gave us a little goodie bag at the end full of a few of their products. This is the one that I'm most excited to try, which kind of inspired this entire video. It's their new pressed glitter quads, so I can't wait to try that out. And then I've got some other things that we're going to be testing as well. Everything else I'm going to use besides PIxi will be from the drugstore, so this entire look will be an affordable makeup look, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to start by prepping the eyes. I'm going to take the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the eyelids like this. And then I'm going to take a brush and just buff that out. Also, if you're wondering why my skin looks so incredibly red right now, it's because I had a facial yesterday and we did quite a few extractions. There were some bumps on my forehead that just were not healing on their own. So, and just so you know, you guys, every single time I go and get a facial, I'm aware of when to apply makeup and when to not apply makeup and give my skin quite a bit of a break. So do not worry that I'm applying makeup today. It is a-okay. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and set the eyelid using this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This has just been one that I have been really reaching for. I don't know, it's just been working really well for me. So the first PIxi item we're gonna try is this palette right here. This is the Summer Glow palette, and there are 9 multi-use shades in here. You're supposed to be able to add kind of like a sun-kissed glow to your face using these bronzers, blushes, and highlighters essentially. So I'm actually going to use these on the eyes and the face today. So we're going to start with the eyes. And I'm going to dip into this top shade right here. And these do have names. So this is called Subtly Sun Touched. And I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start to work that into the crease a little bit just to kind of deepen that up. Obviously, the main focus is going to be those glitter eyeshadows, which I cannot wait to put on my eyes. I've been dying to try those. So we're going to try to keep the rest of the eye look pretty easy, just to make sure that nothing overpowers the glitter that we're going to apply later. So far, so good with that. Next, I'm going to dip into this shade right here. This is called Suntan, and it seems like it's just slightly darker than that first shade we were applying, so I want to apply this kind of more on the outer corner of the eye right here, just to add a little bit of warmth and depth in that area. And then as there's less on the brush, I'm going to take some and run it through the crease just to define that even more. So far, these are blending out very nicely on my eyes. I'm excited to see how they look on the face. All right, I feel like that's how I want it right now. Let's just jump right into this. I'm so excited. We are going to try out this glittery eye quad. They actually had 3 different shades of this that they released. I believe there's one that has like some purple glitter in it, and then there's also one that's a little bit more of a blue. So if I like this, I'm definitely going to be picking up those other shades because I've just been on the market for this. Like, I've been looking for a pressed glitter palette like this that I can combine with all my other eyeshadow palettes. So, oh my goodness, which one do we dip into? I'm leaning toward this one. I don't know why. I think we're just gonna have to try this one first. I'm gonna take this with my finger. Apparently, you don't need a glitter glue with these, which is my favorite. It's my favorite kind of formula, I guess, when it comes to a glitter. I don't like to have several steps to get a really nice glittery look. So I've got it on my finger. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Let's see how this applies. Oh my goodness. This is so pigmented. What? I'm really trying to press the glitter onto the eye to try to avoid as much fallout as possible. And then I'm going to take the brush that we were using with the bronzer, and I'm just going to kind of clean up these edges. Those pieces of glitter will probably fall down on my face just because I want to get rid of them a little bit. Are you kidding me though? The formula right off the bat reminds me of the glitters that are in the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette, which I absolutely love. It's a very similar kind of formula, and so far it is pretty easy to apply. Obviously, I feel like using your finger really helps to make sure the glitter adheres to the lid. I honestly can't even believe how beautiful that is. And I'm going to do the same thing with the brush, just to make sure there's not glitter too high up on the eyes. Let me swatch the 4 of these on my fingers so you guys can see what they look like. Here's the first one. They don't have names, but this eye quad is called Gold Lava. So there's the first one. The second one has a little bit more of like a silver base to it. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, I might have to apply that one. Then we've got this one, which is more of like a pink. Yeah, it has so many different kind of colors in that one. A little bit of a deeper base. And then obviously the last one is more of a bronze versus this one right here, which is more of like a yellow gold. So that's all 4 of them. They are beautiful. After swatching them, I kind of want to take this one right here, which is that silvery one. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger. And I want to kind of layer that toward the inner corner of the eye, just to add a little bit more dimension if I can. Wow, so pretty. Same thing on this eye. So now I'm going to dip into this brown shade right here. And this is called Summertime. And I just feel like after we applied the glitter, I want to apply a little bit more of something deeper on this outer corner, just to kind of tie it in a little bit more. I'm honestly blown away at how glittery that is. I'm going to actually apply Top Lash Mascara right now. When I do glittery eye looks like this, I just feel like this helps kind of keep that glitter in place while I'm doing the rest of my face makeup, just in case there's any pieces of glitter that are in the lashes right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara to the top lashes. I'm going to do about 2 to 3 coats. Alright, so mascara is on, and now I'm going to go ahead and wipe away any fallout that we have underneath the eyes. There are a few pieces of glitter that fell on the face, but so far it's honestly not bad at all. I really just wanted to try it without a glitter glue. Worst case scenario, if there's a little bit of fallout, I can always just apply a glitter glue next time, but I wanted to see how it would work on its own. All right, let's jump into face makeup. I was looking everywhere for my PIxi Rose Flash Balm, which I love to wear underneath my makeup. Can't find it anywhere. Truly, I need to get my beauty room organized. I still haven't since the move, and it is driving me crazy. So instead, I thought we could try using a mist underneath. This is one of my other favorite products from PIxi. This is the Hydrating Milky Mist. Usually I use this over top of makeup, but it says that you can use it underneath makeup as well. And then I have another mist I wanted to try to set the makeup at the end. So let's just apply this. I'm gonna give it a shake, and let's spritz the face. Okay, I love the smell of that. And this has like hyaluronic acid in it, a lot of B vitamins. It just feels nice on the skin, but I've never used it like underneath makeup, I don't think. It feels really nice. For foundation, I'm wanting to use the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint. I just wanted to use something that's a little bit more gentle on my skin. So I'm gonna put mostly this shade. This is the shade Nude 40, but I also do like to mix in a little bit of Classic Ivory when I'm feeling like my skin's a little more fair. All right, I'm just gonna buff this out all over the skin. This foundation is so nice for the spring and summer because it's basically like a tinted moisturizer, but I feel like you can build up coverage a little more than other tinted moisturizers I've tried. I don't know, I just feel like it offers the perfect amount of coverage while still letting your skin shine through. So after I've got that all over my face, I'm just gonna press it in with my sponge just to make sure there's no harsh lines from the brush. Then I'm gonna take the same concealer we used on the eyelid. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Fair, and I'm gonna use this just underneath the eye area just to help brighten that up a little bit. And I normally would go into this right here, but since I kind of want to treat my acne a little bit, I thought I would spot conceal with Bare Minerals. I know this isn't drugstore, but just remember that if it was a normal day and I didn't want to kind of help these blemishes heal, I would just go in with another concealer, dot it on top, and then press it in with a sponge. But today I'm going to go in with this Blemish Rescue Loose Powder. This is from Bare Minerals, and I just really like to use this when I feel like I have a really irritated blemish going on, which is right here basically. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and just kind of buff a little bit of this powder on top to help conceal that a little bit. This powder helps to treat acne over time, so I like to just kind of keep it on hand to help treat some of the blemishes that I might have. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take that same Wet n Wild translucent powder, and I'm going to set the under eye area first, and then I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of the face, even over top of the Bare Minerals powder, just so that we have a nice even layer of powder all over the skin. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm going to dip into that exact same shade that we started with on the top lid, and I'm going to tap off the extra, and I'm just going to buff that on the lower lash line. And they actually also recently sent me this. This is the new Endless Shade eyeshadow stick, and they sent the shade Pink Quartz. I thought this might be pretty along the lower lash line, so let's try it out. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that and just apply it from inner corner till about halfway across the lower lash line. That is really pretty. I feel like it just adds the perfect amount of sheen to the lower lashes. I feel like that looks really nice. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. All right, I feel like I wanna take some of these glow shades I'm gonna start with this center shade right here. This is called Sunshine. And I'm gonna take that on a smaller brush and I wanna see how this looks layered on top of a little bit of that stick eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it right in this inner corner right here. I feel like that helps tie in the gold on the top, but today I don't really wanna have the glitter necessarily on my lower lash line. So I just kind of wanna tie it in with this gold highlighter shade. While we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to the inner corner of the eye. This is really pretty. And then I'm taking the pinker highlight, more pink highlight, I guess, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that right here on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the deepest bronzer shade that we used at the very end on the top lid, and I just want to kind of deepen up this outer third of the lower lash line, just to help it look a little bit more cohesive. All right, I really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara on the lower lashes. Well, I'm very happy with how this eye look is looking right now. Let's go ahead and finish up the complexion. I'm excited to dip into all of these different shades. I think I'm gonna start with this one right here. This one is called Bare Glow. I'm just gonna start to warm up the complexion with this a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of apply it on the cheeks and around the perimeter of the forehead. All right, now I'm mixing in a little bit of this shade right here. And I'm just lightly building that up all over the complexion just to kind of sculpt and bronze everything. I'm just gonna take the brush that we used with the translucent powder and I'm just buffing over all the areas that we just bronzed just to smooth that out a little bit. I'm trying not to go overboard with this because I don't want it to look orange at all. And I don't feel like the tones are making me look orange necessarily, but you guys probably know by now that I can be a little heavy-handed when it comes to bronzers. So I'm just trying to layer it up really cautiously. I feel like that's good for now. All right, let's dip back into that center shade. This is called Sunshine, and I want to use this as my highlighter today. I'm gonna try to avoid the texture that I've got going on my cheeks, but I'm just gonna start to build this up. Ooh, that's pretty. Ah, darn it. I emphasized that one on accident. I'm also going to apply it down the center of the face. So honestly, this is way prettier than I anticipated. I feel like the colors are working really nicely with my skin tone, and I feel like they would work with a lot of different skin tones because you've got different undertones and tones of bronzer and also highlighter. This seems to be the only blush shade, so let's apply that next. This is called Sun-Kissed, and I'm just going to smile and apply that to the apples of the cheeks. That blush is a really nice color. It's got a little bit of like an orange and pink in it. I feel like Sun-Kissed is the perfect name for this blush. It just made my skin look healthy in my opinion. All right, let's wipe off any foundation that we got on the lips. And these products aren't necessarily new, but it's been a minute since I've used them in a video. Ooh, that could be pretty. These are the PIxi liquid lipsticks. That could be really nice. I'm gonna set that one aside. I'm gonna kind of like play around with some of these real quick. All right, I think I've narrowed it down between these two. We have this one right here called Au Naturel and this one right here called Bare Beauty. Let's try, should we mix them? Maybe so. Okay, I'll try Au Naturel first. Kind of liked how this one had a little bit more of like a coral undertone to it. I just feel like it fits the vibe of this look. So I'm just going to apply that one first. Who knows, maybe we'll like that. Oh, that's so pretty. I feel like I really like it just like that. Do we dare add a little bit of this to the center? Oh, it's so pretty like that. You could definitely leave it like that, but you know what? I'm feeling a little extra today, so I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit just right here, and I'm gonna take my finger and just pounce that into the center of the lips. It didn't change it too much. I feel like it just kind of helped the lips look a little more pouty in the center. Okay, cool. I really like that lip color. This one especially, Au Naturel, that was so pretty. All right, we're stepping back to assess the situation, and I don't know, I kind of like where the skin is at. Obviously, I always add a little bit more bronzer, but for the most part, I kind of like how the focal point is the eyes and the lips. I kind of want to keep the skin a little bit more in the background, you know? I want to make sure we've got enough warmth to the skin though. So I'm just adding a little bit more bronzer, and I'm just going to take what's left on the blush brush and just kind of layer that onto the cheeks a little bit more. And then I think that's good. All right, to finish off the look, we're going to try out this PIxi Skin Treats Rose Glow Mist. It's got some oils in it, so it's supposed to be a really dewy setting spray, which I'm kind of into these days. I'm definitely into a more dewy skin look. So I'm just gonna spray this over there first, and then we'll go ahead and spritz it on the face. It smells delicious. Take my fan and help that dry down, and we will press the foundation into the skin just to make sure there's no powdery finish left. I'm gonna take the brush that we used for the inner corner highlight, and I didn't even add any more product on it, but I'm just going to apply that right underneath the brow The rose mist felt really nice. I don't feel like right now my skin looks insanely dewy, which I kind of like. I would rather have it just kind of hydrate my skin throughout the day than add tons of oil right up front and then my skin looks super oily by the end of the day. I've got little pieces of glitter kind of everywhere. I think it's because it's on my desk and I keep touching some of the tools I was using. But surprisingly, there's really not any fallout right underneath the eyes. I honestly feel like it was just kind of transferred with some of my makeup brushes. But what do you guys think? What do you think of this look? I definitely love how it turned out. The glitter on the eyes is insane. That face palette was really nice. I liked the result of it. I don't know if this is something that like I'm necessarily raving about. I feel like it's really nice. And if it catches your eye and draws your attention, just know that I did like it. I really like what it did for my skin. The highlighter was really pretty and the blush as well. But like if you're gonna spend your money on something, I would say so far this is so cool and so good. Because of the time of day that I'm filming this, I'm not gonna be able to do a proper wear test on these. But what I will do is I will leave a little note in the description box down below letting you know how these wore throughout the day and whether I would recommend trying these with a glitter glue or not. But so far, to be honest, I'm so excited about these. These are gonna be sitting right here front and center on my desk, and I definitely want to try out the other colors that they make because for me personally, I love glitter. I love to wear it every day, and it's so nice to have a palette that is just full of glitter eyeshadows so that you can mix and match it with what you've already got. So I'm really excited about those if you can't tell already. Even though this isn't a new item necessarily, this lip color is so good. I really do like the formula of these liquid lipsticks from PIxi, and this Au Naturel shade is such a good one for spring. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on the rose mist, but I really like how my complexion looks overall. And just so you know, I would already recommend this. This has been one of my favorite drugstore skin mists, and I actually really did like how it felt underneath makeup. I think I'm gonna continue to use it like that, but you can also use it on top of your makeup and it just adds so much glow and so much hydration. So the eyeshadow stick, that's another thing I'm gonna have to get back to you on. I'm really picky with eyeshadow sticks just because of my eye shape, they tend to crease a little bit. So that's why I applied it to the lower lash line. And honestly, it's really, really pretty. They came out with a lot of different colors of this. So I definitely want to dabble into more of these, and I want to play around with the formula on the top lid to see if it creases or not on me. But yeah, overall, the final makeup look is something that I'm really, really happy about. I'm just going to quickly set the brows before I forget. I'm going to use the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel just to kind of feather those brows up. Alright, well that's that, you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have a favorite PIxi makeup item or even skincare item. PIxi is a brand that just really intrigues me because I feel like they offer really good high quality skincare for a much more affordable price at the drugstore. So it's a brand that I really want to continue to become more familiar with and see what else they make, especially when it comes to makeup. Let me know if there's other makeup products from PIxi that you either love or want me to try because I would love to know. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I upload my video, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. Ooh, I love this makeup look. Oh my goodness, the more I see it in the monitor, the more I love it, and I cannot believe these glitter eyeshadows. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of simple and we didn't try out too many new products, but to be honest, it was really nice for me to sit down and just focus on trying out a couple new things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.